Okay. I'll take Eamon first, maybe, and then we'll...
Okay, just a few things Deputy Ellis asked before he left there about would the enterprise park in Galway be doubled with a new port? It would, and hopefully another 500 jobs is envisaged in that respect. In relation to a regional focus, Galway, the Port of Galway is very much a regional focus. Very, very little of the produce going through the port, which is about 600,000 tonnes, actually come from the city itself. The majority of them come from outlying areas, including Mayo and County Galway, particularly. The funding of the port of a three-tier of a port of regional significance is much more difficult than if you were a Tier 1 or a Tier 2 port, for obvious reasons. Investors just will have a much bigger attraction towards investing into ports that are carrying much larger volumes, and they will see the potential there. I suppose in our case, what we've really decided to do is to get our planning permission first. We then have a product, and at least at that stage we can offer a product. But we have gone through significant research and production of various funding strategy documents to show that we can fund the development of the port, and we are comfortable that that can be achieved. Just in relation to the governance issues, clarity is vitally important when you're running a commercial entity. It is vital from the point of view of the Port of Galway that we're very, very clear where responsibilities lies and where decision makers are. Is it within the local authority? Is it within the executive of the local authority? Or is it with the councillors in the local authority? And that's very, very important from our point of view. So governance issues and clarity on those issues is vital to try and run a commercial entity in a very difficult environment.
Sorry, Brian.
Chair, I just think it's worth noting, what is the definition of a port? And a port is no different than a motorway in that it is a piece of infrastructure that facilitates the movements of goods and people. And in the Galway case, it is an infrastructural deficit where the shortfall is, and the port has outgrown itself in the medieval harbour and the points raised by Deputy Boyd Barrett about heritage ports, and then these are new opportunities which could happen in Galway. But I think there's too much of an emphasis and a bit of a hang-up on the strength of the balance sheet of the port companies when you look at these things. And in fact, it is the economic benefit that it brings to the region. And not all ports are profitable. The Port of Miami, for example, is propped up to the tune of $9 million each year by the city of Miami because of the benefit that the 4 million passengers that run through the cruise terminal there bring to the city and to the region. So the ports are there for the benefit of the economics of the region rather than the balance sheet of the port company.
Okay.